Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche, and we're still here at the Port Aransas Jetties, tearing it up. However, I stumbled across something, and this is going to be the portion of the video that I'm going to tell you what I discovered. And what it was, or what it is the bait we were using. Obviously, in the first video, you saw where I was using fish gum, and then I switched out to some fish bites, and I caught a fish here and there. However, my buddy Kike was just boom, 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 fish after fish after fish, and so the guys to my left were doing it too, and I was like, so what are you using for bait? He's all, we're using the same shrimp, but what I was doing my normal thing, and that's, fish bites tipped with shrimp or fish gum tipped with shrimp. And I was getting one here and there, but it was nothing compared to the numbers and the quality of fish that he was catching. So at this point, I decided to test out one of my rods. I pulled off one of the fish gums off the bottom, and I put just a straight shrimp, and instantly it got hooked up. So look at that. There's almost 5 fish right there, all in the same place, all quick. So stay tuned, guys. This is gonna heat up.
Gotta bite, gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call the whole team.
So I was looking at that, but I'm still getting hits on the fish gum and the fish bites. It's something I've done for years now, using artificial bait with the real natural bait and stuff like that. And here's another one that I've caught, and this one I caught it on the it was the fish gum of the yellow flavor and stuff. So You know, it's still nice. It's still good to catch on these artificial baits and stuff like that, especially after the freeze. I'm trying to do as much as I can to use this stuff instead of going the natural, but it's what we're doing. Alright guys, so just a little side note. If you look to the right side of the screen, you'll see a lot of rods stacked up there. The reason for that is because I didn't know how I was going to be out at the jetties today. And I thought it was going to be like yesterday where I could get a majority of the rods out there. Well, since I couldn't do that with the amount of people that were there and the amount of fish that were being caught, I figured I would just concentrate on two. One for me, one for my daughter to get on some fish and stuff like that. And so I am still testing the Cortland braids out there with the abrasion, with the casting and reeling and casting and reeling, because I mean that's what you need your lines to be able to do, is withstand a lot of abuse of being coming up against the rocks and in the jetties and, you know, catching fish. So this test will continue. This is test number 5, and we are still knocking it out little by little, fish by fish, cast by cast. Yes, sir. We'll keep it going.
So as y'all can see, it's been pretty crazy out here. A lot of fish getting caught. And it's just too much action for me to sit on the gimbal. I'll kind of give y'all a wide angle of everything going on.
All right, guys. So by this point, I have already switched over to straight shrimp. Yeah, I've got enough time put on there to prove my point, and I'm about to prove the next point on this. Like I said, maybe because of the cold and the way it all these fish have had to react with those extreme temperatures, they have changed and are real specific on it, and maybe these artificial flavors aren't exactly what they're looking for, you know. Yes, I am still hooking with the fish gum, and yes, I'm still catching with the fish bite, but nowhere the speed or the intensity that everybody else around me is doing. So it was getting toward the later part of the day, and I wanted to make sure I had both my limit of red and black drum before I called it a day. And also too, like I said, I've been throwing a lot of the smaller drums, 18 to 20 inches, because I wanted to catch the ones that were over 20. But at the same time too, I know that some friends and family needed some food, so that's why I was trying to do the best with the amount of numbers that we're legally allowed to catch and keep. So I was real selective on the fish that I was retaining, and we are still catching them, and I'm still rebaiting and still casting, and this Cortland is still doing what it needs to do. And you can see it's some rough surf out there, but these fish are right near the jetties. We're casting out maybe 15-20 yards at most, hitting these fish. And this is also something I noticed too, which is something that it rarely happens, but it does. But when you're catching all these slot sizes, you'll catch an occasional oversized, but for the most part, it's all one size or the other. You catch nothing but keepers with an occasional oversize, or nothing but big ones with occasional slot size. But this day we were catching everything: slots, oversized, undersized. It was going nuts.